This guy just drove the green. Ventus black.
Ventus black.
Maybe I need a Ventus black.
You know, it's either that or do steroids like me.
Okay, there's things every golfer must know when you're getting a shaft fitting. So we're gonna go through those so you get what you need every time. Now look, we're outside Fujikura, so we're obviously gonna do all Fujikura stuff, but the same rules apply no matter what company or shaft you're getting fit with. You gotta know these things. Let's go. Oh, and Blaire is gonna join us. He's a pro. He's on the DP. He's out in Estonia, Switzerland, traveling the world playing golf.
Been pretty good. It's a part of the, it's called the Alps Tour. It's part of the DP World Tour, one of the satellite tours. It's been wonderful the last 4 years being out there, and this year I've been doing some work with amateurgolf.com as a professional, which is always good fun. And Fujikura is one of our partners, and we're excited to go in there and get fit for the new stuff.
So you're gonna see a real swing and then like a pseudo YouTube swing. So we're gonna have a good time.
Let's do it.
Let's. All right, so we're gonna be hitting the new Ventus red, blue, and black in driver to see which is the right setup.
Yeah, so all new for 2024, we got VelaCore Plus, new material in there, faster, tighter, better dispersion, feels even better. I mean, who doesn't want that, right?
I need all the faster I can get.
Exactly, so we've got that now for the full lineup of Ventus red, blue, and black for this year.
Currently, I've been in the Ventus TR 5S,
Yeah.
so
TR is gonna still stick around too, because it's a kind of a separate line outside of original Ventus.
Yeah.
Kind of has a different spot in there. So we'll look at differences, see where we net out, and
the first thing I would say, or you let me know, you're the pro, is I was thinking feel matters. 100%. So if I hit it and I don't like it, and it looks good, if I don't like it, it's gonna affect me.
Exactly, yeah. A lot of times when we do fittings here, what we've been taught too in our philosophy is if something performs really well, but the player doesn't kind of, jive with it, doesn't feel good to the player, doesn't sync up well with their swing, then a lot of times they don't have that confidence. They might hit your perfect spin launch numbers and everything, but if it doesn't feel good, then we really don't think it's the best fit.
Okay. Don't laugh at me. I've been surfing every day or San Diego, so swing speed's a little down.
Yeah, so we're at 99.2.
Okay.
Ball speed average 146.5. So, our smash is pretty good, 148. Launching it at 14.3 and spinning it at 2,500. So landing angle is 38 degrees, height 96. Everything looks pretty good. In terms of impact location, a little high towards the toe, which is fine. It's everyone's been taught to kind of miss over there anyways. And so in terms of numbers, it's pretty good. And so that's when I kind of ask you, how does it feel in terms of this profile? Does it feel like something you've kind of gotten along with, or is it something you're fighting or struggling with?
It feels good.
Okay.
Always, trying to get a little better, trying to squeeze a little bit more out of everything. So.
Well, let's try the new blue then.
Okay.
Our 2024 blue, and we'll see where that kind of shows some differences. So see if we get a little extra speed and distance as well.
Love it. Looks good. That has a different sound. I like that sound. Yeah. How would I describe the different feel? The only way I could really think, it feels tighter in the feel up here. That feels a little, not loose, but it feels looser.
Yeah, we've heard tighter without it feeling stiffer than at least original Ventus.
Yeah, it's just closer to, tighter is the only way I can really describe it. I towed that one a little bit probably.
It's a good miss.
Okay.
It's easy for to see what someone does when they hit the center of the face every time. I want to see what the misses do here, and if we're missing out on the toe, which seems like is our trend a little bit, that's not going to get us in any trouble at all.
No.
That's going to be money.
I like that.
So we're still good height, good landing angle, good spin at 22,000. Launch came up because we're off the toe, so still pretty good. Let's see what happens with the red and black. So blue's kind of a good spot, I feel like, to start. It's right in the middle of the two. in terms of profile and EI profile, in terms of just bending stiffness, red will kind of have a stiffer handle.
Okay.
That's actually has the same handle section as black. And then black and blue will have the same tip section. And
Got it.
Red will have a stiffer handle with a softer midsection and tip. And that's where you kind of get that dynamic loft and a little bit more launch and spin.
All right, next tip is this. So these are 5S, so like 50-gram stiff shafts. But lightweight doesn't mean what it used to. Back in the day, lightweight meant you had a slow swing speed. Today, you can have a fast, I don't have a super fast swing, but you could swing fast and go super light.
Yeah.
And because of how you're making the shafts, Velocore Plus, all the technology today.
Just as stable. Yep.
Just as stable.
Yep, so guys are dropping 10 grams because they're picking up some speed. And so they don't mind, you know, dropping to a lighter weight just so they can pick up that extra 2-3 miles an hour in club head speed because they're seeing the gains without losing any dispersion.
I love it. Oh, I like the look of this. So this one's just immediately went a little bit higher.
Yeah, yep.
And that's like the next tip is this, like when you're shaft fitting, would you agree, Andrew? Like you have to know the conditions you play in.
100%.
So if you're playing soft, moist,
Yeah.
wet places in the country, you want more carry.
Exactly, yeah. So that's like I have a lot of friends in Seattle that they play year-round golf, but they need to get a little bit more carry because it's wet out there a lot of times. You're gonna get stuck in that really thick fairway with a lot of moisture on it, and they're not gonna get as much rollout. So they want to maximize their carry. Versus here, we can get away with a pretty penetrating flat ball flight that runs for a moment. So.
Okay. Yeah, I would imagine like that Texas guy wants that low ball flight.
Yeah.
That felt good. That felt good too.
I mean,
This is with the red.
so for whatever reason, this profile is timing well with your swing, your tempo.
Yeah.
And you can see that in your smash factor, right? So I just saw 150, now we're at 149. And so we're seeing that we're centering it really, really well. So this could be a really good option.
Okay.
We'll go to black, we'll hit it.
We'll try the black.
We'll just see what happens as well.
I don't know why we want to mess with perfection, but we're gonna. The next tip is this, like, what are we in most need of? Some people need speed, some people need height, some people need dispersion.
Yeah, or some
Help.
people, you know, they're like, I'm in a really good profile now, and maybe I just want to check out, you know, I'm going over to Scotland, or I'm playing something specific, need something to keep it under the wind, or I'm going up to the Pacific Northwest, need to launch something in the air.
So if you're going to Scotland for the first time, you're spending a ton of money to go over there and play. You might want to upgrade your shaft or bring a shaft that will help those conditions.
Yeah,
if you're from Texas and you go to Scotland, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different. So,
All right, we're going black. I like the paint job you guys have on these.
yeah, a little kind of matte.
A little matted. Nice. Well, that's...
How does this feel, or what are you kind of picking up in terms of feel between all three and even what you've played before?
They all feel great.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like the blue one of the three probably felt the most uncomfortable of the three.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's hard to put my finger on it.
Yeah.
The red felt perfect.
Yeah.
This actually feels really solid too.
Yeah. So I think what I'm kind of hearing is you kind of gravitate towards something that has a slightly stiffer handle. So just because TR does have that material up here,
Yeah.
it is actually almost closer. It's kind of the tweener between blue and black, right?
Okay.
So based off of tour feedback, that's why we made TR. And so a lot of guys were like, I want blue launch and spin, but I don't want the feel of Ventus black.
Okay.
And then Ventus red, like I said earlier, has that same handle section as black, and so you're able to load it really well, and it's able to keep up with you because it's got the stiffer handle. And so maybe the blue, like you said, is just a little too soft in the handle, and you really don't know where it is in transition.
Maybe.
Because I can see you're loading this pretty well. I think it is causing you to get a little extra into it because I think you're feeling how stiff it is overall.
Yeah. Because it's a little stiffer than the red.
Yeah, especially in the mid and tip section. So I think you're kind of naturally athletically feeling that. You're giving it a little extra to help it.
And I think that's the reason why you don't hit too many, because you'll figure that part out.
Yeah, and you know, as a fitter too, a good fitter will kind of see that someone's kind of picking up some speed. Now we've kind of jumped over 100 and we're 100.5 mile an hour club head speed. And so I'm seeing you're kind of picking up a little bit more speed, maybe it feels stiffer, so you're adding a little bit more. And that's why the dispersion might be going a little wider.
Okay.
But if that's the feel that what is going to happen when we step up to the first tee, maybe that's not the profile that we jump to, right? And
that makes sense.
As much as, you know, you hit this pretty well, there were some that were a little low. You know, 83 feet, 33.5 landing angle. Not my favorite. The launch is fine.
I would personally rather be able to rather naturally just hit it higher, because then I can always just tee it low and try to hit it lower. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I think that tip section is so stiff that the head's not drooping a ton, and so we're just catching it a little bit
on the
heel. Versus the red, it's softer, so it's actually going to droop more. And now we're catching it a little more center face.
And that droop when you're swinging, the droop is the toe droop.
The toe is actually drooping down. Yeah.
So if you're hitting
you
it,
can't see it, but it happens.
So if you're hitting it low on the face, you might need something that has a little more droop to it.
Exactly. So a lot of guys will think, you know, oh, I'm already playing Ventus Black. I've 7X. I've tipped it an inch. I'm still spinning it so much. I'm like, well, where are you hitting it on the face? Oh, I'm hitting it low on the face. Well, there you go. That's where all your spin's coming from. So you don't need a low launching, low spinning shaft. You might actually need to move to Ventus Red as a softer tip section to bring that impact location higher. Drop the spin.
Look at that. So you could need a higher spinning shaft just because it droops more.
Solely based off of impact location.
Impact location.
Impact location determines a lot for fitting, and so I think it's really. That's why when I saw that Ventus Red with, you know, that big hot spot right in the middle, that kind of caught my eye immediately.
So that leads us into like our other tip is head shaft combinations will vary from as you change the head.
Oh, 100%. Even if you were to go to the store and pick up another exact same Callaway head, CG might be slightly different.
So you've always got to just recalibrate, or it could be a different shaft. Like I've done fittings where I've tried 5 different heads, and the best shaft profile was a different shaft in each one. You just don't know. That's why you got to get fit.
100%.
So what are we thinking? Red's the...
I think red's it. I mean, that impact location kind of speaks for itself.
That's what I like right there. Is that okay? Now, all right. This gets us to other thing. How much is the Ventus shaft selling for?
$350.
That's not too bad. Now it's expensive. I get it, $350. But look, if you're spending that much on a driver, you don't want it in someone's swimming pool. You want to keep it on the course. So I would say, look, if you're going to cut on price, get a used head or something different. And this is really what they say, the engine of the...
it's the engine of the, it's a timing mechanism of the entire golf club. You know, what I like to think about is during the swing, the shaft is the only part of the golf club that actually moves. If you really think about it, right? And so obviously it doesn't work without a grip, doesn't work without a head. So I understand we're still a component, but I think it's the most important component. Because it's the only part that moves. It's the part that you feel the most, and it's the part that connects you to, you know, the head of the club, gives you the feedback.
Right.
And so, just for us here, we really think it's important to get fit, regardless.
You're never going to buy a Ferrari without an engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You got to get the right engine and get it tuned correctly.
Yeah, because you want it to go as fast as possible.
Well, you know, it might be $350, but I see it as an investment that takes some extra money off your buddies on the weekend. So
you win that money back.
You'll win it back pretty fast.
I think Blaire's up. He's going to hit. We're going to go over a few more tips. Everybody needs to know.
Perfect.
All right, so in my case, I was here a few weeks ago and I got fit into the TR Ventus Blue 6X, and I hit last year's black, and then I think we also hit last year's blue, and kind of worked off of that and got fit into this. So I'm really curious to see the difference between this shaft and the black, especially the new black. So we're gonna hit some numbers, see some numbers, and you know what I'm looking for is something to not go left, something that has a little bit of a cut or a little bit more demand on that, and then let's hit some shots and let's see some number differences. I will say I have been hitting this thing dang good, especially distance-wise. It's the longest driver I've ever had.
that was pure.
Yeah, that one was better.
Sounded good.
The landing angle is a little steep.
Okay.
The spin's a little high for a draw, so
Right.
honestly, this
Might really make a nice difference here.
I think it could here.
Okay, that one felt good. Oh, doctor, we might have had something here.
You know, this is just my fitting demo
Mm-hmm.
that I haven't tipped,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're tipped an inch here.
Okay.
And so I would, if I were to build something for you, I'd take that and I'd tip it
Describe for the
straight in.
viewers like what is tipping. I think a lot of people hear that and then they
Yeah.
go, I don't understand what you mean tipping, you know?
Yeah, so tipping is literally when I have a raw shaft, I'm just gonna cut off like a half inch to an inch.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it makes the tip play a little bit stiffer.
Okay.
And so it'll kind of knock some launch off and knock some spin off and just make it a little bit more stable. It's not gonna, you know, take 300 RPMs of spin off.
Right.
It's maybe 150, 200 RPMs of spin max. Maybe a half degree, so nothing too crazy, but that's kind of, it gives us a little flexibility to play with some in-between spots. And, you know, even though it's a tour part, you know, you can play this straight in. You know, a lot of tour players immediately jump to, oh, I need to tip an inch.
Right,
You'd be surprised with how many players actually can just jump into Ventus Black 6X.
Yeah.
All right, Blaire, we are on course Steele Canyon.
Steele Canyon, we're on the ranch course, hole 1 out here. We got a perfect day.
Gorgeous.
Crystal clear sky, so.
You're rocking the black 6X.
Yes, sir. The brand new 2024 Ventus 6X Black. It is an absolute gem. We saw the numbers in the indoors. Let's take it outdoors, and we got our GC3 here from Foresight Sports. Gonna see some bombs today.
Here we go, maybe from Blaire. From me, you'll see kind of fairway finder guy. 5S, Fujikura red, straight out of the box. You saw the numbers in studio. Now we're gonna see if they match up. I got the blue and the black in the bag too, so if we need to swap out, we can do that.
That's the truth.
All right, you're gonna see some good stuff
Let's
from
go.
Blaire. Nice. That felt good.
Feels good, right? It doesn't feel super whipped.
152 ball speed, 258 carry, low spin,
Yeah,
1625 spin.
Was that 1600? Woo.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, 1625. Yeah, that was low. You did hit a draw, so.
Okay.
I think when we were in the office, you were a little bit over 2,000, so. Oh, that's really good. No, that's perfect. All right, so that carried 298, 2650 spin, 173 ball speed. That's
Oh my gosh.
very nice.
That's it.
We'll take that 2650 spin for a cut all day long.
2650, 298 carry.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Can he keep it up though?
Oh, all day. First swing of the day, let's go. Nice.
153 ball speed, 272 carry, 2150 spin.
Great job.
It's fairway finder right there. I love that. We had to reposition everything for
Yeah.
Blaire. He takes a little bit different line than me.
Well, this is an aggressive play. Our third player in this group, I have a little bit of a match. Thankfully, I'm 1 up. Hopefully about to be 2 up. If I hit this drive well, that'll really solve a lot of problems. That was hit really nice.
Wow. That's deep.
Let's see these numbers. Come on now. So there you go. So 303 carry, 175 ball speed, 2,800 spin, so that's good.
Yeah.
So for me, I like seeing spin when I'm hitting it downwind, because if you get more spin when you're going downwind, it gets the lift and it stays in the air longer. So that's really good for me.
175 ball speed.
Yeah, that's nice.
You cured that guy.
Yeah.
Good one.
I'm happy, thank you. Yeah, that's okay. I think it's gonna be a 27. Oh, it's actually 3,000. So 171 ball speed, 287, 3,075. So yeah, exactly. The spinny push cuts are a dream for me. Wow, is that any good? Wow.
That's as good as I can hit it.
Yeah.
274 carry, 1925 spin, 153 ball speed.
Unreal. I mean, you outside, you've gained 15, 20 yards carry.
Yeah, right.
You know, unbelievable.
Everything's perfect. The trajectory feels,
Yes.
I mean.
Wow. How good is that?
Yeah, maybe a little. 152 ball speed, 258 carry.
Love that.
2049 spin.
Yep, that's fantastic.
I'm pretty consistent with that one.
Yeah.
Low bullet.
A little necky, but should be good.
All right, this is good because we want to see what like you get out of a miss.
Yeah, that was a big time neck. So 168 ball speed, 3150 spin, 264 carry. So
That's a good miss. That's like a right side fairway, just rough.
If we take a spinny cut for a miss in my life, that's great. What we don't want to see is a low spin draw hook left. So if the miss is a spinny cut, we're in good shape.
That's good. Good deal.
Yes, sir. Wow.
What?
That is good.
That's a bomb.
I was thinking about that little squirrel.
Yeah.
281 carry,
Wow.
1699 spin.
Yeah, that was a low spin bomb.
Low spin bomb, kind of a little high toe.
But look at the jump in speed.
181 carry, that's for me,
281
that's
carry is
amazing.
massive. That's a 300 plus yard drive right
Yeah.
there. So,
Dang.
I mean, you're getting optimized every single time you hit this thing.
Not tipped.
Oh, that might go behind that tree. So I pulled that and I thought I pulled it really bad and it's not that bad. 175, carried 308, 2074.
That's not bad.
It's not bad for a pull. That's actually deep. Wow, that's perfect.
That's like maybe 21.
You didn't miss one fairway.
Yes.
I hit every fairway. That was 147 ball speed, a little thin.
Yeah,
22.
But we got,
carried 252.
oh,
Oh, there it is.
248 carry, 2500 spin.
Sweet.
That's good.
No fairways missed for 9 holes.
Way to go.
All right.
I think we did a little. I think we know for sure that you're sold there on that driver. It was smushed. Just a little straight, didn't turn over, but yeah, 303 carry, 175 ball speed, 2749 spin. That's pretty good.
Ventus Black.
Thank you.
Thanks, Blaire, for showing us how to really hit it.
No, I mean, you hit every single fairway with the most consistent numbers out of the whole bunch. Thanks for showing me how to hit that thing.
Good times. Hey.
Thanks a lot to Fujikura for getting us these shafts, huh?
Yeah, they hooked us up.
Pretty sweet.
Link below for everything. See you guys. Peace.